Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for November. I hope you're doing well. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Virgo out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. But as always, Virgo, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Virgo? Virgo. All right, Virgo, you are starting out with the Chariot in the reverse. You have the Knight of Wands reversed, and you have the Sun. All right, so I feel like you're feeling a little bit stuck in a connection here. Something's not moving forward. I feel like you may be viewing somebody as being a bit of a player, or you're wondering, you're looking for clarity, you're looking for clarification about this. You may not have said anything about this, so, you know, I do feel like this is kind of an on and off situation. So I think that you're looking for clarity here in order that you can find your happiness. So let's see who's in your energy, Virgo. Show me who's in Virgo's energy. Most Virgos I know are very inquisitive. All right, so we have Six of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Cups reversed. Now, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or possibly another Virgo such as yourself. I do feel like this is somebody who is very involved with the work or however they make their money. They're trying to create their own stability, and they may have a lot of responsibilities. I do feel like this is not somebody who is going out dating. They're very much focused on their stability right now. So let me see let me see the energy between Virgo and this person. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're kind of at a standoff with this person. Yeah, you're kind of, you're feeling a little stuck, but I feel like you're also a bit defensive. This person has kind of thrown up a wall. It could also be that there are other people who are opposing this connection. And if so, it's likely on both sides. Let me see what's affecting this connection. The Devil. All right, so strong Capricorn energy. But what I'm seeing here with the Devil is that there is something that is toxic here. I do feel like you are strongly drawn to this person, but there is something toxic within this connection. Now, it could possibly be that this person is in another connection and they're giving their attention to more than one person, which would indicate why it's an on and off kind of thing, and why you might be questioning if this person is being a player. Let me see your outcome. Five of Pentacles reversed. So I do feel like you're going to come together with this person. Yeah, I do feel like you're going to come together with this person. There's been a sense of rejection or abandonment here. So I feel like that is going to resolve. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords in the reverse, and that's underlying energy. This does indicate that you may be healing from a sense of abandonment or a sense of betrayal here. This has to do with a very painful ending, but in the reverse, it does indicate healing from that. I'm not really seeing that there's an ending between you and this person, though, but, you know, we might find that as we clarify. You could live at a distance from this person, but you don't have to. Let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Chariot in reverse? All right, Five of Wands reversed and the Two of Swords. So if you've been in conflict with this person, I feel like you want to come out of that conflict. You may not be moving towards that currently because there's this defensive energy. There is some sort of conflict between you and this person, but you don't want the conflict. Now, if this person is in another connection, you also have made the decision that you're not going to move forward in this connection if this person's going to put you in competition either. And I feel like that's something you're going to stand on. Let me see why the Knight of Wands is in reverse. Why is the Knight of Wands in reverse for Virgo? There's your Five of Pentacles in reverse again. So you do want a reconciliation with this person. So there has to have been an ending here. All right. So we have, yeah, the Nine of Wands reversed. And we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. So you may not be talking with this person currently. I feel like you want to resolve the problems. You want to resolve this conflict. You want to bring this back together. And it's because you do feel a very strong attraction to this person. So let me see why the Sun is here. And there you are. Hello, Virgo. All right, so we have the Hermit. And we have the King of Pentacles. So you feel like this is your person. You're very compatible with them. I do like that, you know, both the King and the Queen of Pentacles is in the upright. I do feel like you are focusing on what's going to make you happy. But you do believe that being with this person is going to make you happy. There's a lot of introspection that you're doing, but it's also putting you in your power. You're stepping into your power. Whereas in the past, I feel like you felt pretty powerless in this situation. And that's kind of beginning to, like you're kind of rounding that corner where you're saying, no, my happiness is important. My stability is important. You've been doing a lot of soul searching. There could have been some ghosting in this connection as well. You may have ghosted them or they could have ghosted you. But regardless, I do see you focusing on your own stability, your own happiness, and trying to figure out what's going to make you happy. But you do believe that this is your person. This is the person you are supposed to be with. So let's look at their energy, Virgo. Spirit, why is the Six of Pentacles here? All right, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. They're very focused on you. They are definitely very focused on you. Strong earth sign energy here. I feel like you both are thinking a lot about each other, but there's this like standoff that's occurred between the two of you. But I will say that this person does want to talk to you. They want to balance things out with you. Let's see why the Queen of Pentacles is here. Yeah. Seven of Swords and the Six of Wands reversed. I have to say that this does look like somebody who could be already in another connection. Because we have the Seven of Swords coming out right beside the Devil. So there's something toxic here, and it has to do with deceit. And it is on this person's side. They're aware that whatever this deceit is, whether it's lying, cheating, stealing, whatever this is, that's what's causing this connection to be unsuccessful. So they're aware of this. All right, let me see why this Three of Cups is here. They're definitely very focused on you. Why is the Three of Cups here in reverse? All right, we have the Death card and we have the Queen of Cups. This person could be ending something with a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or they could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. If this is third-party energy, it would be on this person's side, and I do feel like they're aware that that's why this connection isn't successful. It's not moving forward. They are also recognizing that they're not giving you the flowers. They're not giving you the position that they know that you are desiring and that you deserve. So in this energy, this person has been holding back their feelings and their emotions ever since this connection ended. I am seeing at this point that there was an ending here. I do see that this person still has a lot of emotions for you, but they know that they cannot approach you in this energy of third party. So let me see why the Seven of Wands. Show me what's between Virgo and this person. All right, Seven of Wands reversed and the Four of Wands. So if this person comes out of this other connection, then you will lower your guard. But you don't want to be placed in competition with someone else. You've already made that decision. So you basically threw on the brakes here, Virgo. You basically said, no, I won't be placed in competition. I don't want to have any more conflict with you but you're already in a connection. And if that connection can end, then, you know, we can talk, we can move forward, but not until. In their energy, I do feel like this person is going to come towards you. They do want to balance things out. This does look like somebody who may have been juggling you and someone else, and they are going to come towards you because their intention is to end something. And like I said, possibly with a water sign. This person could be married or in a long-term connection, but it is their intention to end that connection. Or that may be what they told you, and, you know, it hasn't happened. And so that would be why you have thrown on the brakes here. Let's see why the Devil is here. You could be dealing with a Pisces, strong Scorpio, or a Cancer. Why is the Devil here? Show me what's affecting the connection. All right, we have the Three of Coins reversed, Six of Pentacles reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles. So what's affecting the connection is that it's not balanced right now. It's not balanced at all, and it's because, like I said, there's toxic energy on this person's side, and I feel like even though you do want to reconcile with this person, you're not going to reconcile if they're still in another connection. So I do feel like you were the one who threw on the brakes, and I feel like that was difficult for you. It's very painful, but you don't want to be juggled, is basically what I'm seeing. Now, they're not currently investing in this connection, and they know that you're not intending to invest in it as long as they're juggling. So this person definitely knows, Virgo, what the problem is, why the connection is not successful at the current time, and what it is that would need to take place in order for it to be successful. So let's see. Show me the outcome between Virgo and this person. Show me the outcome. All right, so we have the Sun in reverse. We have the Moon in reverse. And the Three of Swords. Interesting, because we have the Knight of Swords hidden behind the Three of Swords reversed. That's very interesting. That does tell me this person is coming towards you. Now, in your outcome, it's unknown. We have the Sun in reverse. It's unknown whether or not this connection is going to come back together. I feel like you're tired of secrets. You don't want to be a secret. You don't want this person keeping secrets from you. I do feel like you legitimately feel this is your person. This is your soulmate. I feel like you've been thinking about this person a lot, and you do feel like coming back together would make you happy. Now, with the Moon here in reverse, you want everything out in the open. You don't want there to be any secrets, and that's why this reconciliation that you're hoping for is unknown, because is this person going to come clean? Are they going to stop the juggling? Are they going to do what is required to bring this connection together? So I feel like they are approaching you, that's for sure. Now, they are approaching you, and they're going to be telling you that they're ending something elsewhere, that they want to heal this connection. They want to bring this connection together. It's not going to be third party. And I'm getting, they've been thinking about you, wanting to balance this out. And so the longer the two of you have been apart, the more this person is dwelling on what it is that they need to do to get you back. The Knight of Swords was hidden behind the Three of Swords in the reverse. So this person, I feel like, is going to come towards you. They do want to reconcile with you. However, there are still secrets here. And I feel like you don't trust them. This person may have told you in the past that they were going to end this other connection, and they didn't. So I do feel like a lot of things right now are a bit unknown, and it's really going to depend upon whether or not this person does the right thing. I mean, it's really just that simple, because I don't feel you've stepped into your power and you know what it is that's going to make you happy, or at least you're searching for that. While this person does make you happy, the situation being third party does not. And I feel like you're not having it. So they are coming though, and they're coming in quickly. The Knight of Swords moves very quickly. that being said, I feel like when they come in, they are going to be speaking a truth to you. So, but what is that truth? Is the truth that they want to be with you? Yes, they do. I can see that. That they've been thinking about you? Yes, I can see that as well. But they are also talking about ending something elsewhere. So I guess, you know, you're going to have to make a judgment call at that point. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. This is underlying energy. It does confirm that there is a lack of communication currently, and it does also confirm that you are trying to heal from this. So I do see them coming towards you, and they're coming in fast, and I don't think you're expecting it. I think you're kind of over here in your own world trying to figure out, you know, how to heal from this and what's going to make you happy, but you are still thinking of this person. So let me see if there's any further advice for Virgo. Further advice for Virgo. All right, it's number 40, which also confirms to me that you are working on your own stability right now. It's called Sweet Oblivion, and it's about uncertainty, fate, and humor. It says, it's okay. I don't know what I'm doing either. So, like I said, there's a lot of unknowns in this situation. So give me a second, and I'm going to read this for you, Virgo. Hang on. All right, your affirmation says, I am freely floating amid the beautiful cosmos, sinking into the unknown, trusting in your own free will in combination with fate, the sorceress who embraces the power within the void. Sometimes it's okay to be lost and have no answers. Sometimes the best adventures happen when we don't know where we're going. Sometimes the greatest love is found when we aren't looking for it. Such is the power of destiny, ironic humor, the great contradictions. There's a choice to be made when we're floating amid the great expanse of the cosmos. Will we choose freedom or will we choose fear? One empowers while the other disempowers. Perhaps the ultimate choice would be somewhere in the middle. Maybe this is what living with bravery means. The hero often has no idea what they're doing, yet they take on a courageous role. They meet it head on. They do the best they can with what they do know and integrate what they find out along the way. The Sweet Oblivion card reminds us that nobody really knows what they're doing. How could they? We were not given a manual for exactly what to do in our lives moment to moment. We're just here to live, not to solve the totality of the great mystery. Rather, we're here to experience it, to evolve with it. Our human mind mistakes knowingness for safety and peace. It values cosmic order over cosmic chaos, but both are essential. When you pull the Sweet Oblivion card, it asks you not to compare yourself to others. It reminds you to not be fooled by how others may present themselves in the world. The confidence another displays means nothing about what is within them. A seemingly insecure person could have far more understandings than someone who boasts and brags. Humankind is simultaneously lost and at home within the universe. We have no idea what we're doing, only that we must evolve toward a higher state of being, that we are souls connected to one great spirit. So I can see that you're inquisitive here. I can see that you're trying to figure out this situation. You're just going to have to kind of go with the flow. But I'm telling you, this person is coming in and they are going to want to talk to you. So, yeah, and you're not going to see it coming because you're in your own world over here. All right. I hope that this has been helpful for you, Virgo. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you have the opportunity to hype it, I would appreciate that as well. And until I see you in your next reading, Virgo, know that you are loved, and namaste.